Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, infinite gratitude. Thank you for joining me, Taurus. All my Taurus placements. This is your reading, Spirit. Any and all messages for Taurus. So immediately what I'm getting here is that there's brown, which makes me think of earth, which makes me think of how grounded you are, how rooted you are. You have a solid foundation, Taurus. Actually, you're quite brilliant in the sense that you have this hope and this clarity. You're inspired by a lot of things. You're motivated by a lot of things. You're moved by a lot of things around you. You just are fed spiritually, energetically by different things. And it's an abundant energy. So you're a very brilliant person. You have creative ideas and you're very moved. You're very inspirational, or you're inspired. I see a good balance. Like I see a good balance of energy. You're introspective and you're also extroverted. So there's a balance here of being introverted and extroverted that I really love to see. It feels good in your reading. The balance is really healthy for you, Taurus. I see authentic connection in your life. I see you have genuine connection in your life. There's maybe one person, or there could be a plethora of individuals that you have a genuine, authentic connection with. Sorry. Move this back just a little bit. Need to invest in a new tripod. Or maybe not. Who knows? Okay, I just distracted myself. Yeah, you have authentic, genuine connections, Taurus. So that's really lovely to see. I'm really happy for you. Authentic connections that are healthy, that are reciprocal, that are fulfilling. I see one connection. So this could be romantic. This could be an ordained union. But it might come in a different form for you. There's someone in your life that you have confided in, or there is like this sacrecy between you and someone else. So this person might know something about you that's really sacred or intimate, vice versa. You confide in this person and vice versa, or there's like a sacredness to this connection. But even though you're vulnerable in your relationship, whatever form this relationship comes in, even though you have this authentic connection to flourish and thrive in, you also have your own sense of self, and you have your own isolated self. So there's a balance of sharing with others and being in the company of another person, and then you also have a healthy amount of solitude. I don't think this is isolation. I think this is solitude. In your reading, Taurus, I feel like you have a healthy level of solitude that you partake in. So I love the balance of introvertedness and extrovertedness here, and I love how grounded you are. Like your roots are really deep. Like your roots go really deep. You're aware of how deep your roots are. It's like, it's not like you just have deep roots. Like I know like where my roots are. Like Taurus is someone who could say, like, I know how deep my roots go. Like, I know, I'm aware of how solid my foundation is, what it took to build it, what it's made out of. You know, it's like asking a homeowner what type of soil their land is made of. Like, you're the type of homeowner to say, yeah, it's all what is it? Clay, or it's all topsoil over here, or whatever. You know, um the details about the infrastructure of your foundation. You're very aware of how deep your roots go. You're very knowledgeable about history. You might do a lot of research. You're very knowledgeable about your history or the history of humanity, or you like to learn about different cultures. You're very open-minded, or you at least aren't an ignorant person. You like to do research. You like to learn about the world around you. You're very knowledgeable about where you come from, how deep your roots go, what makes up your foundation. And I feel like you're curious to know what this is for others. Like, you have a very healthy amount of curiosity where you just want to learn and be aware of the different people out there, all the different kinds of people, and the origins of humanity. Taurus, this is a healthy level of curiosity, a healthy level of socializing, a healthy level of solitude. And there's this beautiful energy also of just feeling liberated and empowered. I feel like this is your energy, Taurus. So not only do you have a community, or there's at least someone here that you know very well, or you have a genuine connection with here, and you're very close. You and this person are very close, and you guys are able to confide in each other, is what I'm getting here. So you might know who this person is that you confide in, or this person just knows you very well, or just has like an intimate place in your life in some form or fashion. But there's also this connection that you have with the divine in whatever form that comes in for you, Taurus. You have an ethereal connection with the divine. So you do seek the guidance of a higher power here, and you are in the presence of a higher power that interacts with you, that engages with you, and you respond to this and you obey this energy, or you are aware of the presence of this divine energy, Taurus. I see you going through the motions. You're going through the motions, and it's going smoothly. At least for now, presently, I can say that you're going through the motions, and it hasn't been a bumpy ride for the most part. Like, things are going quite smoothly at this time. This is a very ideal place to be in. There's the presence of something big coming. You can't quite put your finger on it. And Taurus, I'm over here trembling a little. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something coming, and it's big, and it's like you can feel something coming. Like, your intuition is kind of ringing. There's like an alarm going off in your brain, and there's like spider senses going off. It's like, what's going on? I see like these rings here, and it makes me think of a radar. Like, your radar is going off. Like, you feel the presence of something coming. Your intuition is ringing you or alarming you and telling you that there's something big coming. So it's like you're very present in this balanced energy, but you can feel things changing, things moving in a metaphysical way. So it's not like you have any tangible evidence that this is happening, but you intuitively feel like there's a huge change about to happen, or things are about to transition into a new season, chapter, or phase. So you feel like there's something, you're on the brink of a breakthrough of some sort, for example, and you have like a confidence to you. Like, I hear Taurus saying, I'm going this way. Like, there's something coming. I got wind of a message, like you got a vision or a message or a dream or something. Something happened within you and you're like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go in this direction. I'm gonna go down this path. I see a confidence in you, knowing where to go or knowing how to navigate through what you're feeling. You have this confidence to you. And I think you're probably leading others, okay, because you're pointing down a certain path or you're pointing down a certain direction, and there may be others following your example or following your lead. And I feel like you're maybe showing the way here for other people. Somehow, some way, you have this intuition that you're really confident in. You feel really confident. And I feel like you have receipts. I feel like you have a record of your intuition proving to be accurate, and you trust yourself and you trust your intuition. So that's why you're moving so swiftly. And I think that's another thing to note. Not only do you know which direction to go in, the rate at which you're moving is very swift. So you're moving quickly. So it's like you're moving fast and you're like, this way, make a left, make a right. Like, you know the directions through some sort of maze, some sort of map here. You're navigating, you're the leader here in something, and you know how to move quickly in this arena or in this space. You feel confident in your sense of direction, and at the pace at which you're moving is evidence to support that you're confident. It's like you're moving quickly, so you're not afraid of tripping over things or bumping into anything. I think you have a map to something, like you're going through the motions, you're going through processes here, and I feel like your intuition is giving you insight to how to move, what choices and decisions to make, which turns to take. So you're highly intuitive is what I'm getting here, or you have this clarity that gives you this speed, it gives you this direction, and it's putting you in a leadership role. Taurus, great energy. I love the leadership vibes here. I love the fact that you're a strong, competent person, showing other people the way. You're not like, what's the word, gatekeeping your knowledge, your information. You share your knowledge with others. It's like you're more than happy to help guide other people who may need guidance, who are looking for guidance. In the right direction, and in a healthy direction, at the bare minimum. This isn't harmful. Whatever it is that you do as a leader, or I don't know where I'm going with that. Spirit, any and all messages? Is there anything else Taurus needs to know? I think Spirit just wants you to know you're doing a great job, and like, I'm really in love is one word to put it. Like, I'm really in love with your energy, and I feel like there's somebody who is in love with you because you do this. Like, let me move this over here. These 4 cards right here. somebody like is in love with you because of what you do. You might like be in a leadership role in your career or at your job, or you might be a spiritual leader, you might be a community leader. You're doing something in which people trust you. People trust what you have to say, or people trust your directions. People trust your guidance. There's a group of people, or at least someone, or I don't know how this plays out for you, Taurus, but somebody's in love with you because of what you do. You show people the way. You teach. You might be a teacher. You could be like a community leader, a spiritual leader, but you could just be, not just be, but you could also be a teacher. You could be a professor. You could be somebody who wants other people to grow and get better. So you're not a gatekeeping, toxic civilian or person that is a part of society trying to keep other people down to serve your own sense of ego. You're secure in yourself, Taurus. You're very secure in yourself. So it's nothing to share your knowledge. It's nothing to share your abundance in whatever form that comes in. You're happy to teach. You're happy to inform people. You're happy to educate people. You're happy to show people the way if they're looking for answers, if they're looking for guidance, if they're looking for information from you. You're more than happy to share that and give. You're very giving. And what's really important to emphasize here is that you're secure in yourself. So you don't worry about other people having more than you, and like you give without fearing people having more than you or people getting farther than you in life or ascending past you. You're not competing with anybody. The pace that you're going at is pretty fast anyway. Like, it's not like it's not a race. You're just moving fast because you have the ability to move swiftly through this chapter of your life. You're confident. You have a lot of guidance and insight. You seem to be very educated on something. You seem to be very knowledgeable on something. Like, you have done your research. So this is your niche. This is something you're very skillful at. That's why you move fast and quickly and swiftly through certain obstacles. That's why you move at the pace that you do. It's not because you're trying to outrun anybody. It's not because you're in a race with anybody. You just have the skill, the capability, the insight, the guidance to move at this rate. It's not something that you have to force or push. Honestly, I'm channeling an energy now of the pace that you're moving at is like an issue or is in question. I feel like there's a presence questioning the pace that you're moving at. Ooh, I'm channeling some more stuff. Okay. You, Taurus, know what you're talking about. You've done the work. Okay? You can recite the whole Quran. You can recite scripture, verse, chapter. I don't know what this is for you, but you know what you're talking about. I don't know what this is for you. It could be anything, like the examples I just shared with you. But something here, you are an expert. You are an expert at something. Nobody can question you. Nobody can discredit you. You are a credible source for something. You are an expert at something. You have mastered something. And you can't be questioned regarding this topic, regarding this subject matter. But somebody has an issue, or there's a presence here that is questioning your pace, not your knowledge, but the pace that you're moving at. Somebody's suspicious. There's a suspicious energy. Why is Taurus moving so quickly? Okay, Taurus knows what they're talking about. I'll give them that. But why do they have to move so fast? It's silly to me, but speaking as this presence is asking, why does Taurus have to move like this? Why does Taurus have to hop and skip and do all of this agility? I guess you can put it that way. There's a presence here that has an issue with the pace at which you're moving at. And I feel like this is the kind of presence, if they could question your knowledge, they would. If they could discredit you, they would, but they can't. It's foolproof. There's no way that this person could ever question you. You know what you're talking about. You've got degrees. You've got diplomas, or you've got certifications. There's something that you have a knowledge of, and it's clear as day to this presence that you cannot be discredited for your knowledge. Like, you clearly know what you're talking about. You've clearly done the research. You've clearly done more research than this presence, because I feel like they're learning from you to be focusing so much on you and how fast you're moving and how you're moving and what you know. Clearly they are learning more from you than you're learning from them, because I don't see you focused on this person or getting advice from this person. Taurus is not asking for guidance from this presence here, but this presence here is questioning the pace at which you're moving at. I feel like this presence perceives you to be obnoxious. I'm trying to understand the source of that. Because in my mind, as your reader, I'm going to throw this out there real quick. Why not move swiftly if you can? Why not move efficiently if you can? It's giving dull your light for me, Taurus, so that I am comfortable. Slow down for me, Taurus, so that I don't feel intimidated. It's giving like someone wants you to cater to them and their insecurity or their level of insecurity. But I wouldn't even give that the time of day. I feel like there's nothing wrong with moving at your pace, Taurus. This is your pace. You're not moving at this pace to embarrass anyone. Somebody might feel embarrassed, like they obviously aren't moving at your pace, and they wish you would slow down to make them feel better. I'm debating in my mind right now whether or not that's appropriate. Is this presence the presence of something or someone that you should cater to? Or is this presence slowing you down, delaying you, shrinking you? Because if it is, it's going to get in the way. It's going to slow down your progress, whatever this presence is. And the thing is like, I don't even see a person. It's like, I don't even see a person saying that this is like wrong, the way you move and how fast and quickly you move through certain obstacles and challenges and etc. It's like offending them. Like, I don't even see, like, it's the presence. That's it. I just feel the presence of that energy, but there isn't even like details explaining or illustrating what that presence is. So I don't think it's important. I don't think it's important to you, Taurus. Taurus is like hearing me, but like, yeah. Like, I hear Taurus like, I know. They're not going to like that. Somebody is not going to like how fast I move through this. Like, but I got somewhere that I'm going, or there's something that I'm trying to achieve. And this is the rate at which I need to move at. And this person doesn't understand that because they're not an expert at this. They don't know what I know regarding this particular subject matter in which I have been assigned a leadership role. So it's like you're hearing me, but you're focused on what's really most important to you, and that is fulfilling some assignment or completing some sort of mission here that you've been assigned. So hats off to you. I can't do anything but support that. I see like a contentment here. I feel like you're very content, especially in this card here. It's like you're content. You're working on something. There's something that's incomplete here, but there's a level of contentment. Like very content, very at peace. So that's really good news, Taurus. I'm actually really happy to pull these cards for you tonight and do this reading for you, because this is actually really relaxing for me. And this is really therapeutic for me, especially tapping into this energy. It's so balanced out and it's so secure. Like, I feel like you really know your stuff, and it's like, I trust you. I don't even know what this is about. I don't even know what this is regarding to, but it's like, yeah, like I can tell you know what you're doing. I feel comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable telling you that. Like, I feel comfortable letting you lead. Like, there's somebody has to question something. Somebody has to fault find, or there's a presence that's fault finding. There's a presence that's questioning something. And I think you're okay with that. Like, it's fine as long as I'm making progress, as long as I'm getting to where I need to go. It's to be expected. I feel like you're so smart, you're so intelligent, you're so aware. You're like, it's to be expected. It's something that I already saw coming. I'm not mad. It doesn't offend me. Like, Taurus isn't mad that this person is questioning or suspicious of them. It's fine. It's a part of the job, or it's a part of being in this position. And I see you taking time to nurture yourself, because I think you do a lot for others. And you are so self-aware. You know to take time for yourself, to nurture yourself, and to empower yourself. I feel like there's a better way of saying this. But you do nurture yourself while still being giving, while still making yourself available to so many people or others. You know how to nurture yourself. This is like, oh my goodness, like I am in bliss reading your energy, because this is so ideal, Taurus. Like, this relationship is healthy. Like, oh my God. This relationship is healthy, and it's like somebody's so in love with you because like of what you do for a living, like, or like there's, and it's not like the money you make or anything like that. It's like your character. It's like you're like a leader, you're well respected, people follow you, people really trust you, and you deliver to your people, to your community. Like you don't gatekeep. You even tolerate the people fault finding you and questioning you and suspicious of you and looking for negative things to say about your leadership style or the way you lead. You tolerate that. You make space for those people. You make sure everybody is getting what they can from what you have to offer. And then you still have time to nurture yourself and lean into yourself. I want to know the term that I'm trying to like say, but it's like not coming to me right now. Like, nurture yourself is like the one way to put it. And then you also have a relationship that's healthy, that's balanced, that's reciprocal. Like, you give into yourself, you give to your spouse, you give to your community, you give to your creator, to the divine. I mean, this is really profound. I don't even know how to like read this energy. I feel like this is on a level higher than me. I feel like this is on a frequency above me, to be honest. And I'm actually really inspired, and I'm actually really intrigued. Like, I want to learn from you. Like, tell me, what is this, Taurus? What is this? Pillow talk. I'm hearing pillow talk. Like, it's not perfect, but it's beautiful. It's not perfect, but it's beautiful. Janae Aiko. Is that Janae Aiko Love? Or there's a lyric that she sings, it's not perfect, but everything's beautiful. Something to that effect. And that's what this is giving. Like, that's the vibes. Those are the vibes. Pillow talk. Like something serious, some sort of serious conversation. And then like your spouse is able to like reassure you that everything's going to work out fine. And that's another reason why you're grateful for this person, is because you're able to come to this person with your fears, your concerns, your worries, and they're able to help you resolve those feelings in a healthy way. So this is a really beautiful connection that really serves you in your highest good and the highest good of all here. Obviously, it's a reciprocal energy. Two distinct individuals coming together, creating a very unique force. I feel like there's another presence here. There's that questioning, and the thing, and that's why I feel like I'm on a lower frequency than you, Taurus, right now. I feel like I can tap into this person questioning you, suspicious of you, fault finding you. I am so I don't know how to put it. I am personally very aware of that frequency. But this frequency, I am not familiar with, Taurus, and I'm hoping that maybe you can fill me in on this in the comments or something. Like, I've never seen, like, when I've seen this card before, but I've never seen this before energetically. Like, what is this energetically? What is this? Like, I want to know, like, I want in on this. I want in on whatever it is that you're doing. Like, I'm one of your followers now. Like, teach me something. I feel like Taurus has a lot to offer. Something is very relieving. Whatever this is, it makes you feel like a huge relief or a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. Like, you can like take a deep breath and just be at ease. Because, ooh, and it's kind of all kind of clicking. Like, I see serious pillow talk here. I see like, okay, what are we going to do about this? What are we going to do about that? There might be like money worries or concerns. Something here is serious. Something here is like alarming to you. You've talked about it with your spouse or with a close friend or someone here that you're connected to. And then there's this relief. There's this huge weight lifted off of your shoulders. There's this huge amount of peace, or a legitimate significant amount of peace of mind here that you have. Like, okay, you know what, I do think it's going to be okay. I do think we're going to get through this, or things are going to work out. Or like somebody was worried about you, like, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I feel better now. You're very loved, Taurus. Like I said, you do a lot for your community and you're very loved. And when you are in this state of mind, your spouse is there to support you. The divine is there to support you. Your higher power is there to support you. I see here, like, I Get Lonely Too by Drake. Drake, I Get Lonely Too. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you don't share a lot of some of the things that you go through because you know that you need to be strong for others, but you do struggle with maybe feelings of loneliness. You do have a support system that you can go to with these feelings and have them soothed, resolved, eased in a really profound way. This looks very blissful. Like somebody just took all the stress away, or somebody just eased your mind. And you're loved. I feel like you're loved by the divine in a very unique way. Like, don't tell me you're getting like anxious. Don't tell me you're getting fearful. Don't you know, like, I got your back. Let me just remind you that I'm here, that you can talk to me. I love it. I'm really feeling this. Like, I'm really starting to understand this more. This is starting to make more sense to me too, as your reader. Whew, I love the feeling of ascending from that energy. Like, okay, who cares? Who cares about the fault finding and all that other suspicious energy and whatever the presence over there? You know your stuff, you know what you're doing. It's nothing to it. And also, you're a great leader, so you know how to make space for these people who are suspicious of you, questioning you for their personal reasons that they feel are justifiable. Nobody could do this job better than you, Taurus, or nobody could be in this position and fulfill it like you do. So that's really great for you. And not only, my daughter is in the background. If y'all hear her, you just excuse her. Anyway, almost done. You know your stuff, you know what you're doing. That's really all that matters. I love how patient you are and how compassionate you are. Ascending past that low vibrational frequency, or ascending into something else. Moving along. You're going to be rewarded. I feel like you're getting rewarded now because everything looks really balanced out, really healthy and blissful. There's like bliss here that you've tapped into. Like a huge weight has definitely been lifted off of your shoulders. Something that was worrying you and concerning you, or like you might even like have like a personal struggle, and like only your spouse or only this person, you know, really knows, and then the rest you go to God to, or you speak to God about, or you pray about, and you're able to find relief. And I feel like there's a reward coming your way. And I mentioned earlier, your intuition and the radar, your mental radar, your spidey senses might be going off. Like something's coming, and here's confirmation that you have a reward coming your way. You are being rewarded, or you will be rewarded. And I feel like you felt this coming, or you see this coming. And it's a surprise. It's a complete and utter surprise. For this to come after these two cards, it's giving like, yeah, you have no idea what this reward is, but it's coming your way, and you're not supposed to know what it is until it comes your way. So stay present. I think the best advice I could give you as a reader is to stay present. You're doing a great job. If you're struggling with this could be imposter syndrome, is what I'm getting here. Like, you're working through your imposter syndrome. You're doing a great job, and nobody else could play the role that you play better than you. Nobody else knows enough about this subject. Nobody else is skillful enough about this subject than you. It's like you are the best fit for the position that you're in. So don't let imposter syndrome corrupt you. And I don't see that happening. You have so much support, and you are so loved, and you get validated, and you get the confirmation and the validation that you need. You're getting the reassurance, confirmation, validation that you need. You are receiving, and you're able to relax. You're able to feel less stressed. You're able to feel at peace. relieved. And to the divine, it's almost like silly. Like, how could you think that you were an imposter? How could you like develop imposter syndrome? Like, don't you know what I've instilled in you? But there's obviously that grace, mercy, and compassion that the divine has to offer. And it's like, you're going to get rewarded. It's almost like the divine is like, are you okay? Like, you forgot who you are? Like, did you forget who you are or who I made you to be? Just checking. And there's a surprise waiting for you, Taurus. So I'll talk to you soon. Peace.